What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Zenister, what did I learn that really took my playing to the next level? The first thing that comes to mind is you have to practice. A lot of practice. I'm talking about years of practice. Not days, not weeks, not months, years. And just, you know, not playing things faster than I was capable of. Because in my earlier days, my playing was much more sloppy. So it was a matter of slowing down and just playing to my capability and then building that up little by little over the years. There's no like magic secret, guys. It's literally magic, not magic. It's practice makes perfect. Anyway, hello everybody that's in there. Fisticuffer, Rod, Mr. JW, Raging Skull, Mitch, Matthew, Dave, Six String Stanger, James, David, Matthew, Thor, Searching for Tone, Time Surfing Alien, Shane, Tyler, Ubi, Alan. Who am I forgetting? Jamie, I know I saw you in there. RJ's Cave, BT Chepe, Clutch, Timothy Richards, Marlin. Let's see, 45 Asunder, Patrick. No, Patrick, I can't play Smoke on the Water. That's way too hard for me. The Tooth, Retro Puffer, Tease Guitars. All right, Cucumber, Patrick, Joe R., Shane. Now I think I'm repeating names now, guys. E-Glide, Will Red. What's up, Will? Highway to Hell. Now, guys, notice we have Tease Guitars in the chat right now. You know, Tease Guitars, that's a brand. They have their own brand of guitars. That's Torsten, the owner of Tease Guitars. We are honored to have him in our presence tonight, and I want to show you guys real quick. Look what I have coming up next Monday. My second Tease Guitars review. It's the new Strat style. What does that say on there? ST1 SPR. There you go. Hey, Shred and Shine. So yeah, check that out. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? I specifically asked for this color. Torsten said, hey, what color do you want? And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I've ever had a Strat style in this color. I've had the Seafoam green, but this is like a little bit like a baby blue. And I know the review's coming up on Monday, guys, but let me just tell you, it plays fantastic. Torsten worked his magic on this like he does all the Tease guitars with the setup, right? And checking the frets and all that. And I think this one has the pro level setup, which you can get for like an extra $50. Well worth it. Locking tuners, guys. Locking tuners. Check it out. Upgraded string trees. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself because this will all be on Monday. And Shred and Shine, I agree. He says, Torsten, please make a super strat. And I did talk to Torsten a little bit about that after I did the other Tease guitar, which is like a Telly style. And at the time, he said he was working on it. So that might be coming down the line at some point, I hope. We'll see. That would be cool, right? Anyway, there you go, guys. Pretty cool. Yeah, that'll be 2 for 2 for me on the Tease guitars. Like, you know, both of them hit it out of the park for sure. Patrick says it's got a bone nut. You know what? I think it does. Let me check here. Torsten? Oh yeah, it has a bone nut. It does. It absolutely does. I've got all. Torsten sent me a paper with all the specs and the information on it this time, because last time I got the info a little bit wrong in the video. So he's like, you know, this is like Tease guitars for dummies, all printed out. It's like, just read it off the paper. Oh, don't improvise. No, he didn't say that, but I'm just kidding, guys. But actually, I'm glad he sent that to me because then for sure I'll get it all correct this time. Oh, it's in the works. Okay, very cool. Tease Guitar says it's in the works. Working with a new factory for that unit. A set neck. Okay. All right. I'm going to reserve my judgment. You know, I usually prefer the bolt-on necks. But, I mean, if it's well-made and it's, you know, got the thin neck and all that. By the way, like that guitar over there, the one on that one right there, that's one of my IYV customs. That is it's not a set neck, it's a neck through. Yeah, where the wood goes all the way through. And that guitar is amazing, so it doesn't have to be bolt-on. Yeah, honestly, guys, I see this kind of comment like on my videos, like about various things that I do, and people will say, I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it, this or that. But seriously, I don't know how Torsten does it. He's like a one-man operation, I think, unless he's got other people working with him. But I don't know how he has the time to go through every single guitar and give it like the quality control check and then the setup and polish the frets and everything. It's like, it blows my mind that he's able to do that. Anyway, what else is going on, guys? What else is going on? I've got a new video coming out tomorrow. I will give you guys a little sneak peek. Oh, Torsten says there's 3 of them. Okay, that makes a lot more sense because just like one guy doing everything, like, wow, that's a lot of work. So 3 guys, okay, a little more doable. Anyway, guys, tomorrow, this video will be out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And what this is, guys, it's not really highlighting the guitar, but this will be a video highlighting the loaded pickguard that I got from Musiclily. This is a $90 loaded pickguard with Artec pickups. And you'll see in the video tomorrow, you'll see the flip side, the underside, and you're going to see it's got like, first of all, the full-size pots but the good quality pots, not the cheapy pots, and really good quality wiring with the braided wire, and the pickup sound fantastic. But when I was installing this pickguard on the guitar, I made a major screw up. I pretty much damaged the guitar. I'll talk about it in the video tomorrow. I don't want to spoil the whole thing right now. But yeah, man, I can't believe you can get this, and it's the quality of it and the sound quality of it, and it's only 90 bucks. Because I say that, guys, because this same guitar, by the way, this was the $59 Strat that I bought on eBay a couple of years ago. And then I ended up getting a loaded pickguard from 920D. Is that the name of the company? So here in the USA, made in the USA stuff. And I put that loaded pickguard on this guitar, but that one was single. And that was like $200 and something, like close to $300. And this one, every bit as good. Actually, I like it more because it's a high output humbucker. It's like 15 point something K, which is much better for me. So I like it even better than that one. And it's like less than half the cost and just as good. Anyway, if you haven't checked out Musiclily stuff, man, you really should. They got just about every guitar part that you might need for anywhere on the guitar. Tuners, bridges, like everything. And I've never been disappointed with the quality of their stuff. So anyway, yeah, you guys got to watch tomorrow where you find out where I made a major oops when I was putting the pickguard on. And it's not something that I can fix. Well, I guess I could, kind of, but it would still be pretty obvious. Anyway. You guys notice Buddy's over there having a snooze? Where is he? Right there. There's the Bud man. He's just like, he's able to tune out everything. He lays there all the time while I'm here recording guitars, playing guitars, and he's just like, you know, if I'm in here, he wants to be in here most of the time. And me over here yapping away, and he's just like, eyes closed, just, you know, off in snooze land. Mr. JW, on the loaded pickguard that I was just looking at, there is no coil tap for the humbucker, which is fine with me because I never do that coil tap. I never switch a humbucker to single coil. That is not something that I ever use or ever need. So I'm fine with it just being like the full-on shred humbucker in the bridge position. When did I start playing Strats? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I could see maybe splitting the coil on the neck pickup. Maybe if I was like going for a clean sound or something, or just trying to get that more like stratty neck pickup sound, you know. And that's what I like about that pickguard is it's got the humbucker and then it still has the two single coils, and they are like medium output, you know, like 6.4. So you can really get those cool stratty sounds in the middle and the neck position, but then you've got that just shredding humbucker in the bridge. So, hey, look what we got here. It's none other than Guitar Max. Who doesn't love a good loaded pickguard? Yeah, you know it. I remember when Max did a video on a loaded pickguard that he got on Amazon, I think, for like 25 bucks. And then you did the video, Max, and then it didn't work. Right? It didn't, like something was wrong with the wiring and you couldn't get it to work if I recall correctly. And I still see that same pickguard for sale in various places like on AliExpress, Temu, Amazon, whatever. And Patrick's, yeah, Patrick talking about not having to do the soldering. That's what I really love about the loaded pickguard, guys. My least favorite part about putting guitars together is the soldering. Ugh, I hate that. I feel like I need 5 hands, and I need a PhD in neurosurgery, whatever. You know, you're down there with those like little tiny things, and it's like, geez, could they make it any harder or easier? It's like, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, putting a loaded pickguard in, I only had to solder like 3 things, and it made it much easier. Oh, you fixed the pickguard, Max. Okay, very cool. It works now. All right, good to know. So, did you guys see my Chibson video 2 days ago on Monday with my Les Paul, my Gibson Les Paul, which was not a Gibson Les Paul, and on the back of the headstock I stamped in F-A-K-E, fake, and I didn't snap the headstock off. Did you guys see that video? It got pretty good view numbers for me, so a lot of people saw that. So I was going to talk about, like, actually, there wasn't as much negative reaction as I was expecting. Not as much as I was expecting. Usually in my AliExpress videos, there's quite a bit of, like, angry responses. And, you know, like, how could you? What a waste of money. Don't give your money to China. You're a communist. You're supporting the CCP or whatever. Just a lot of that. And, you know, put that thing in the fireplace where it belongs. And one of the comments in particular, I posted it on YouTube, and I know some of you guys saw it and read it. The guy basically said he wanted to punch me in the face. Because he was like, speaking of punches, you know, because I use the little punch things to punch in the F-A-K-E. He's like, so I can't remember exactly what he said, but something about, speaking of punches, I would like to punch you in the face, and you lost me, or that might have been another comment. But there were a lot of other, like, comments. A lot of people like, don't destroy that guitar. Never destroy a guitar. Well, I don't know if those guys left comments before they watched the whole video, because I didn't destroy the guitar. All I did was put fake on the back of the headstock. So nothing got destroyed, nothing got ruined. It's still perfectly good. It just now says fake on the back, which is fine. There was probably like at least 3 people who unsubscribed. But again, that happens every time I do an AliExpress video. It just makes people mad, you know. And I don't know if those guys end up coming back later or not. But I mean, a few people unsubscribed, but I got a lot of new subscribers. So it more than balances out. That's what I meant to say. Shred and Shine, $20. Mouthguard and headgear fund. Am I missing the reference there? I need a mouthguard and headgear, like Anthony Michael Hall in 16 Candles. What's that about? Yes, Dimebag. I faked it permanently. Unless somebody sounds down the back of the headstock. But I'm never going to sell that or give it away, you know. I mean, eventually, someday, it'll end up somewhere else. But it says fake on the back, so. Anyway, thank you, Shred and Shine, for that donation. That was really awesome. Oh, for the guy that's going to punch my lights out. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Boxing mouthguard and headgear. Okay, I was thinking, like, you know, back in the old days when people had, like, the braces, you know, Anthony Michael Hall in 16 Candles, the headgear and the mouth thing. That's what I was thinking. And, you know, guys, I'm a lover, not a fighter, okay? I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I'm definitely, you know, not challenging anybody to, like, a fist fight or anything, especially over something as dumb as a guitar video. You know, it's just a guitar video. It's like, oh my gosh, get over it already. Dime Bag asking if I'm gonna sand a Fesley LP for him. Absolutely not. No way. I would never try to do that. I mean, you're more than welcome to do it to yours if you want to. Let's see here. Did I pay tariffs on it, Josh? No, Josh, I bought that guitar 5 years ago. So 5 years before all this tariff business. So no. I have not bought any guitars like shipped from China this year. So I don't know if there would be a tariff put on that or not. Even the gold Super Strat that I showed you guys like last week with the Floyd Rose, which was an AliExpress guitar sent from China, I got that last year, like in November or December, again, before all the changes to the tariffs. So I don't know if there would be some kind of tariff added right now if you imported a guitar from China. I don't know. I can tell you guys that I ordered something from AliExpress like last week for the very first time, but it was only like $10 worth of stuff. I ordered a bunch of little string trees, just like 8 different sets of string trees, and the total was like, I don't know, $11 or $12 actually. And I'm watching the tracking, and it's already here, and it says it's like doing the customs clearance, so it doesn't look like there's going to be any import fee or anything put on it. I think it's just going to get delivered. So we'll see. Anyway, back to the Chibson. A lot of people had a lot of suggestions in the video about, you know, you should have done it this way, you should have done it that way. A lot of people suggested like a wood burning kit, like burning, you know. But I didn't, first of all, I didn't even think about that. I never thought about doing it any other way other than just getting the letters and stamping them in, because I wanted it to look the same as the other letters on the back of the headstock, which are punched in. But the ones I punched in, they're a little bit bigger than the other ones. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So yeah, even if I had thought about the wood burning thing, I wouldn't have done it because I want the letters to be straight. I don't want the letters to look like Stevie Wonder did it, you know, and they're all crooked and whatever. Oh, whatever. So let's see. Torsten said something about, I paid tariffs on tuners last month from DHL. You know what? I had another guy tell me that he ordered a guitar from Gear for Music from the UK, and DHL was the delivery company, and he had to pay a VAT, whatever that's called, tariff, I guess. He had to pay like a pretty sizable one, and that came from DHL. So I wonder if it has to do with the shipping provider. I don't know, because you're saying you didn't when you got something from FedEx. So that's interesting, right? Okay, and then the Tooth says his wife's gotten some stuff from China and hasn't paid anything. Okay. Yeah, Shred and Shine, I agree. Les Pauls are not super comfortable to play, which is why it's never going to be my preferred body shape. Probably, you know, not so bad standing up, but sitting down, I always feel like it's sliding off my leg, and it's just kind of awkward weight-wise and position-wise. And Clutch says DHL hit him up for tariffs years ago, so even before all this recent tariff stuff. So it's starting to look like a DHL thing. Okay, interesting. So Brian searching for tone. DHL didn't make him pay from Anderton's, but did make him pay from Solar. I mean, what? I don't understand that then. It's like, is it just random? You know, like they do it sometimes, and What the heck? Scott asking how the Chibson played. You know, Scott, I don't have a Gibson Les Paul. I don't even have an Epiphone Les Paul. And the last time I played a Gibson Les Paul, we're talking years ago, like in Guitar Center. They had a used one just sitting there, and I picked it up. And I just remember thinking, like, I wasn't impressed, basically. But the setup could have been horrible. The string gauge could have been heavier than what I was used to. You know, there's a lot of reasons why you pick up a guitar and it doesn't feel good. So I can't really make a fair comparison to a Gibson. I can tell you that my two Chibson Les Pauls play really well. I got really lucky with those two, and the construction and the setup and the fretwork was really good on both of those. Better than like on some of the like the Strats and the Super Strats that I've had made through AliExpress. I think they're better at making the Les Paul ones. They've been doing those longer. Is Metal Dude gonna have his own model? He would love to, you know. But who would buy it, right? Let's be honest. Who's gonna buy a Metal Dude guitar? Speaking of buying guitars, have you guys seen the new Herman Lee signature guitar from PRS? That crazy looking model. I've seen it like all over social media and video of him showing it. It's kind of like a pinkish looking guitar. Looks very similar to the Ibanez model that he used to play, the one that he broke on his leg in concert. So yeah, a new signature Herman Lee PRS, and it only sells for like $7,000. Who's gonna rush out and buy one of those, guys? Come on. Who's gonna do that? And Ubi's right. Metal Dude does have his signature glary guitar. One of a kind. One of a kind. You know what would be cool? A Metal Dude guitar where like there's a compartment on the top and you lift up the little like lid, and in there is a bean burrito ready to eat. And it's a heated compartment and it keeps the burrito warm. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, guys, I'm not saying that the Herman Lee guitar is like not good. I'm sure it's just like downright amazing, but $7,000 amazing? Not for me. Not for me. I saw that and I was like, who's gonna buy that? Who are they expecting to buy that? Who are the Herman Lee fans? Who are these Dragon Force fans that have $7,000 just sitting around to throw at a guitar? That's crazy. And for me, it's not about like, do I have $7,000? Could I afford it? I could buy a $7,000 guitar if I wanted to. But I would, yeah, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Oh my gosh. I would sit there in my mind constantly going, what else could I have done with that $7,000? Well, that's a fourth of a new car, or a third of a new car, or whatever, a fourth. Let's see. That would pay my mortgage for how many months? And just, yeah, it's just like, no. I got to put my kids through college. I'm not buying no $7,000 guitar. That's crazy. Oh, okay. So Sam says they're only making 200 of them. Still, what's 200 times 7,000, guys? 14. Is that like, how many zeros would that be? That would be 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $1.4 million. Yikes. I mean, that's great for PRS if they can sell them all, right? Will they come out with an SE model of that guitar for all the regular people for under $1,000, I would never buy one. Even if there was like a $600 version, I would not buy one because I personally think that guitar is like ridiculously ugly. No offense to people who think it looks great, but I would not buy one of those. Rod said he would have to sleep outside. His wife would be so mad at him. Yeah, I wouldn't blame her, Rod. Yeah. His guitars are priced what they are, and if you wanted it bad enough, you'd find a way to pay for it. Well, news flash, Paul Reed Smith, I don't want it bad enough. And I ain't paying for it. Not even $1,000. No thanks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if we get into like talking about overpriced guitars, of course, Gibson, Fender, they have those limited edition ones like the greenies and all that, and it's just crazy out of control. Those are just for people that just have, you know, tons and tons of money and they've got lots of disposable income, and it's like spending that kind of money is just nothing for them. So that's not me, and it's never going to be me, but that's cool. I would never like criticize those people for buying that. If they have the money and they want to buy that and they can afford it and it makes them happy and they feel that it's worth it, cool, more power to them. I can only say what I would do. And yeah. Anyway. And I'm going to say again, guys, this guitar that's, if I can move my head out of the way, the one in my video tomorrow, the one that I said I damaged it, let me just say I'm very glad that that guitar was only $59, not $7,000. Otherwise, I'd be having heart palpitations after I damaged it trying to install that loaded pickguard. Shred and Shine. IYV, I'm sure, absolutely could make an approximate like replication of that guitar. It might not have all the same electronics and inside stuff, but they could make the shape and the color, you know, for a tiny fraction of the cost for sure. Oh, you also asked any guitars for sale. Well, I still have some in my eBay store, guys. I still have a couple of guitars in my eBay store. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now, guys. Here's the link to my eBay store if anybody wants to see what's in there. I've sold a bunch of stuff. Wait, how come it's not working? Paste, come on. It's not working. I got to go grab the link again. Copy. Paste. There it is. Yeah, I've sold a bunch of guitars already. I've sold some amps, a pedal board, various stuff. I have more stuff that I still need to put up on eBay, like take the pictures and stuff and put it in there. I still have the Abstract Monsoon from last Wednesday. If you guys remember, did I show it last Wednesday? The Abstract Monsoon. $200 plus shipping. If anybody wants it, just send me an email, thebaldshredder@gmail.com. What would I say about Harley Benton? Are they worth it? I haven't had too much experience with the Harley Benton guitars. The only one that I ever bought was like a really like bottom of the line cheap guitar, and it was not that great. However, I have played a couple of the Guitar Max signature guitars. I played the green one with the Floyd Rose, and I also played the walnut one with the hardtail, and those were both very good. So those models are definitely worth the money. The rest of them, I don't know, because those are the only ones I've checked out. Oh yes, I can't forget to mention the CDs. My CDs are also on the eBay store. And speaking of that, guys, Yes, I do have some stupid offers of the week. That'll come up in just a minute. I'm going to play the classic bald shredder clip, and this clip features a 5-string IYV bass guitar, and this song, it is one of the bonus tracks on one of the CDs. I don't remember which CD, but it is one of the bonus tracks. So let's see if we can get this going here. Here we go, guys. All right. Short but sweet. That was to highlight that bass guitar with that low, is it a B string? I think it was a B string up on the top there. Which was very different for me because that's the first time and the only time ever that I've played like a 5-string bass with that low B string on the top. So hey, we got Elena in the house who said, actually, Elena, that's my brother. That's my brother. That's not his name. He's using somebody else's account, but that's my real brother there, listening to my CDs today. What's up, big bro? Thanks for tuning in. Yes, I was playing the bass with a pick. Yo, I'm a guitar player. I play with a pick. I can't do the Steve Harris thing. I can't do the slap in the bass thing. Not really good at that. Oh my gosh, Mr. JW, I can't believe you're focusing on like where my sunglasses were. Like it's the sunglasses were too high up on his head. Was that bothering anybody else? What's going on here? Why do you have your glasses like that? Well, maybe I like it like that. Those are cheap sunglasses that I bought from the Dollar Tree, literally just to use in videos. I don't wear them outside or anything. Those are just for, it's a prop, basically. It's a prop. So they don't exactly fit properly. Plus I have a large head, you know. Anyway, ridiculous offers of the week. I've got a couple, guys. I've got a couple. Let me look them up here, and then I'll play the intro. Okay, here's the first one. Let's do... Alan says, I forgot how to wear my glasses. Okay, what's wrong with the way I wear my glasses, guys? What's the problem here? Why is everything blurry now? Alrighty. That's the kind of stuff you notice. Okie dokie. Here we go, guys.
The Bald Shredder presents Ridiculous Offers of the Week.
Okay, so this email is pretty much like all the other ones that I get. You know, the same kind of wording. It's like they all follow the same format. Here we go, guys. Hi, The Bald Shredder. Big fan of your content. Your unique style and engaging reviews always catch my eye. I'm from a brand loved by over 1 million outdoor and tactical gear enthusiasts around the world. Well, nothing says outdoor and tactical gear enthusiasts more than the Bald Shredder, right? I mean, clearly that's why he's hitting me up. We've just launched our latest innovation, and it is a clip-on light, like one of those little small lights where you can hold it, but you can clip it to your clothes or whatever. And we think it's a perfect fit for your audience. So guys, this clip-on light is a perfect fit for you guys. Clearly, you need a clip-on light. It features powerful LED lights, long-lasting battery, and rugged, waterproof design, ideal for any adventure. Because, you know, here on the Bald Shredder channel, we're always going on adventures, right? Yeah, pretty much all the time. I mean, waterproof, we definitely need that because I'm always going in the water. So, anyway, we'd love for you to be part of our pre-sale promotion. Here's what's in it for you, meaning me. A free clip-on light for you to test and review. Oh my gosh! Free? I can't believe it. Number 2, opportunity to earn through our commission-based model. And that's going to be a lot of money, guys, because I know probably just about every single one of you would order this light, right? Clearly, we are all like outdoors tactical enthusiasts, according to them, going under the water. So I would expect all you guys to order one. And then anyway, number 3, high quality gear to make your content stand out. That's what my videos are missing. This is why I haven't gone to the next level, because I haven't had the clip-on light on me in the videos. If I had the clip-on light, my content would stand out, and I'd be, you know, I'd go up to that next level, 100,000 subs probably. Clearly, this is what I'm missing. Okay, anyway, that was that one, guys. That was that one. Let's see here. There's another one in here somewhere. Okay. Now this one takes like the opposite approach as far as like the type of email. Now check out this email. It's the opposite of what I usually get. Hi. It doesn't say hi, the Bald Shredder. It just says hi. We're available in an arrangement with a financial element. Let's chat if this sounds mutually beneficial. Looking forward to a quick chat. And that is literally it. Let me read that whole thing again. Hi, we're available in an arrangement with a financial element. Let's chat if this sounds mutually beneficial. Looking forward to a quick chat. Financial element? Mutually beneficial? Well, sounds good to me. Sign me up, right? All right, I gotta let Buddy out because he's walking around. All right, come on, get out of here before you pee on one of my guitars. Come on, go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Head on out. Head on out. There you go. There you go. So, yeah, of course it sounds like a scam. I mean, he doesn't even give a name. Let me see the email. Oh, yeah, the email is like, first of all, the name says Razor, R-A-Z-E-R. And then the actual email address is just like this random thing of like numbers and letters, and then at something .cz. .cz? Oh, yeah, I'm really going to reply to that. Crazy. Yeah, that one was pretty ridiculous. Now, and speaking of other things that I have coming up, guess what else I have coming up very soon, guys? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? A couple days ago. I received another guitar from Gear for Music. They have sent me another one. This is the third one. Now, this one, guys, it's actually the, what does it say on the headstock? G4M. It says G4M. It is not the, what was the other one? Hartford or Hart? I already forgot. They were the two green guitars that I did, and one of them had the Bigsby style tremolo on it. So that was that brand, but I mean that's their in-house brand, and this is also their in-house brand. But this is more like a you know, those other ones, they were like kind of retro, old style looking, but new. This one is a total shred metal guitar, and it's got a Floyd Rose on it. I'm not going to show you guys the guitar, but that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks or so. I have plugged it in and played it and tried it out, and it's pretty darn good. So that's something to be excited about, I think. It's really heavy. I'm guessing because of the kind of wood that the body is made of. I can't remember. Now, it's interesting that they sent me the one with the Floyd Rose because that's what he first suggested to me. He's like, hey, how about this one? And I looked at it, and it's got the Floyd Rose, and I was like, you know, and they have the same exact model with a hardtail. And I said, hey, how about if you just send me the hardtail one instead of the Floyd Rose one, because I would like that better. I prefer that. And he's like, okay, no problem. And then they ship it to me, and it's got the Floyd Rose on it. So he sent me the Floyd Rose one anyway. I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose. It was just a mistake, but no biggie. But luckily, the Floyd is recessed. It's not the top-mounted one. It's recessed, so that makes it a little bit easier for me to play. So I do like that fact. Yeah, the G4M guitar, I mean, for sure, it's very nice. Very nice. It looks great, it plays good, sounds really good. So that should be a good review. What else is going on, guys? What else is going on? Did you guys see the news about Martin Kove? You guys know who Martin Kove is? He's John Kreese from Karate Kid and Cobra Kai. You know, he's the main bad guy from the first Karate Kid movie. He was the instructor. He was Johnny's instructor. Sweep the leg, Johnny. And he's been in, you know, Cobra Kai. He was kind of like the bad guy all through Cobra Kai. Died at the end. And did you see the news that like a couple of days ago? I guess it was on the weekend. He does a lot of these conventions, you know, where you go up and you pay for an autograph and a picture, whatever. So he was there, and one of the girls from Cobra Kai, I think she's Korean, not one of the main kids, but she was kind of like a bad guy character, really good at martial arts. She was on the bad team, whatever. I can't remember her character's name, but she was also there to sign autographs, right? So they're both there, and she sees him, and she goes up to say hi to him because, of course, they know each other. They were on the show together. She goes up and taps him on the shoulder to say hi. He grabs her arm and bites her on the arm, like, and she flipped out. She's like, according to the statement, like, well, first of all, she went and got her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was there with her and brings her boyfriend out, and she's steaming mad. The police get involved. She's claiming he bit her so hard it almost drew blood. And now you can, actually, the video is out. The video is out from the police officer's camera. and you can see the cop talking to both of them, and you see her, and she's kind of like pacing back and forth. You see how pissed she is, and he's standing over there, and he's just like, I didn't watch the video with audio, so I couldn't hear what he's saying, but he looked like he was just kind of like going, I'm really sorry, and he's already released a statement saying, I don't know why I did that. I'm very sorry. I'll learn from this and blah, blah, blah. He's probably peeing in his pants right now, because hoping that he doesn't get canceled because he did something bad. So anyway. Okay, Torsten from Tease Guitars, thank you for joining us. I know you're over on the East Coast, so it's much later for you. Have a good night. Anyway, yeah, I don't think he was trying to do something terrible. I think he was just trying to be playful, but he just took it too far. It's like grabbing her on the arm and then biting her. I mean, just what goes through people's minds when they do things like that? I don't know. But he's old. He's old. He's like 70-something years old. She probably could have beat the crap out of him easily if she'd wanted to. And she looked like she wanted to. Believe me, she was pissed. She was pissed. All right, guys. Questions, comments. Now's the time. If I missed your comment earlier, what string gauge do I use, Handsome Ellie? For the most part, I've been using 9-gauge strings. But recently, for the very first time, this guitar right here, I put a set of 8-gauge strings on it. And they're really great, from S.I.T. So I think when I buy my next box of strings, I'm going to buy all 8-gauge. And I'll probably just go with 8-gauge from here on out. But I still have a whole bunch of 9-gauge strings that I need to use up first. So that might take a while. I'm eating a piece of ice. Dimebag, you're going to have to do that Fesley sanding all by yourself. I don't want any part of that because I would not want to try doing that because I'm afraid I would ruin it. Plus, I really don't have the time to work on that. He needed a Snickers bar, yeah. Time surfing alien, yeah, see you later. James says that's assault. Yeah, she already said, she told, when they were there, she told the police officers she didn't want to press charges, but they made him leave the venue. So he did not get to stay and sign autographs and take pictures. They basically kicked him out, and he had to leave. Buddy, as far as I know, is about 2 years old. Because I got him last year in August from the shelter, and their estimate that he was about 1 at the time. So he's about to. No, he's never peed on my amps because I leave this door closed all the time, except when I'm in here. And I'm always, got my eye on him. So never peed on my guitars or amps, luckily. Rod, you ordered a Chibson LP from Temu for $86? Wow, that's crazy. Fingers crossed, dude. Fingers crossed. Yeah, imagine if you went to that convention just to get an autograph from Martin Cove, and then you go in and the sign says, due to biting somebody's arm, Martin Cove will not be appearing today. You'd be pretty bummed out, right? You know what they say in Cobra Kai, right? Strike hard, strike first. And he was like, I'm going to bite her arm before she bites my arm. Crazy guy. Luckily for him, Cobra Kai is already done and over with. Because they might have been like, sorry, you can't come back for the next season. I use standard tunings, just the standard, I don't I don't go down a step. I don't go up a step. Nothing. Just standard, normal tuning. Imagine if imagine if he starts going to these, conventions to sign autographs and stuff, and people start requesting, a bite on the arm. So he's got his price list right there. Autograph, $50. Picture and autograph, $80. Bite on the arm, $100. This could end up being a good thing for him. See you later, Tyler. All right, guys, so don't forget that I've got a video tomorrow with the loaded pickguard, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And members only live stream on Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific time. And then on Monday morning will be the new video with Tease guitar right here, this one. So guys, enjoy the rest of your week and then have a great weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow in the video. Alrighty? I'm gonna do my countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Alrighty, guys, have a good one. Thanks so much for being here. Where's my cursor? There it is.